Yes, guys, welcome to the episode 3 of the
It's
Jokemen
2.
Show. No, it's 3.
Where's the second
Because
one?
it's going to be part 1 and part 2.
Okay, cool. You know what?
Stop intro, bro.
Bro.
Goddamn.
All right.
Yes, guys, welcome to episode 3 of the Jokemen Show.
It's the Jokemen
Show.
Jokemen
You guys are not getting signed
We're
off
doing
here.
that every
Time.
Introduce the team members again. Who I got to the left of me?
I am a Ruben assassin.
Yes, sir.
Jacqe.
Uh-huh.
Jacqe.
Uh-huh.
Many names.
Many names.
Big SK in the building. Come on, you know my thing.
Big ass.
More
got-
like medium, but
We got the main man over there.
medium
Let me
SK.
talk real quick. Yeah, you got Jason.
Talk
Druggy
it, talk
right here. Jason Druggy, full team member. You haven't introduced the most important person yet.
Say
Pillow.
hello.
How you doing, brother?
Emilliyan's not here, but he's with us in
He
spirit.
will be here soon. All right, what we got for today?
Now, as you can all tell, we are people that are getting older in life.
Granddad.
Definitely not getting any younger.
Why are you staring at me when you say that?
Huh?
Why are you staring at me when you say that?
Just saying though, because this.
He's older than me.
I know. No, I was looking at him, but you know his eyesight's a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
So let's talk about.
I'm hiding behind the mic for a
We're
reason,
talking
okay?
about age. Alright. Age is the topic today because none of us are getting any younger.
Don't worry about my age. Ain't nobody needs to know my
Can
age.
you let the people know how old you are?
No. I'm okay. I'm okay.
He's young in spirit,
Yeah.
just not in body.
Yeah. No, but hey. I know I'm getting old, but I
don't
can
even
hear
laugh,
you
bro.
over
I'm
there.
like 1 year off him, bro.
Oh yeah, but we both got scoliosis.
My knees are giving in. My back, it hurts when I wake
Every
up.
day I wake up like.
Bro, every time I've been waking up, my left jaw's been like it's been popping out of place. I don't know
No, you
what's
need to
going
go
on.
to
The jaw's been popping out of place.
I wonder
it's like
why.
Who swang on you, brother? I got you. Who swang on you?
Ain't no one swang on me yet.
Who wants it?
Anyone ever swang on me, they felt that time.
wants
Who wants it?
But let's talk about this topic.
Okay.
The first thing is on Twitter, they have said the new age of Unc is out. Would you boys like to hear the new age of an Unc?
Don't say
What
it.
is it, bro?
Would you like to hear the new
No,
age
I
of
don't.
an Unc?
Can we move the topics?
Can I say it? Can I say it first at least?
I feel like you're gonna say it regardless, so you might as well just
New
say it.
age of Uncle worldwide on Twitter or X. Twitter,
I think it's X
whatever.
officially.
Elon Musk's platform. The new age of Unc is 25.
Twitter, I don't like them no more.
25 is a new.
I'm
Unc.
joking.
Now you're a
27.
grandpa.
What does that mean
You.
to be an Unc?
What does it mean to be an Unc?
Like, what happens when you turn 25?
I feel like you turn into an unk where when you speak to like an 18-year-old, like on a random one, not like that, but you could just come across them at work or some shit, and then they'll be like, "Damn, you old." That's when you know.
Bro, that's me, right? In my new workplace now, bro, everyone is like 18 to 19. And when I say my age, I'm 26. They're like, you know, what are you doing here?
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Like,
There is ageism in the world, bro, because you look at these people.
oh my
I
god.
swear to God, you could tell someone, first of all, when you were 16, if you heard the age 24, which is what I am now, you're thinking,
Yes,
oh, bro,
but you want I got a goddamn story for you, man.
talk
tell us,
about it,
tell
mister.
us.
I was at the club. I was at the
You're
club
at the club
recently.
at your big age. That's crazy.
I'm very upset with that comment, but I'm gonna move on.
You judging.
Nah, so I was at the club because I'm young in spirit, as we know, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm just walking through the crowd doing my thing with my best friend, all right? I'm just doing what I do, just dancing and
Your
whatever.
best friend.
Your bestie.
My
yes,
bestie,
your
bestie, right? We're walking through. This girl stops me on a grab my arm thing, so she wanted my attention.
Okay.
I've turned to her, and the first thing at first I couldn't hear her, so I asked her to repeat herself. She said that I look like a dilf.
A dilf.
Get out of it, a dilf. She said you just got bare kids about.
I said, what do you mean?
Is that a compliment?
That's not
I
a
don't know,
compliment.
but I said to her, I said, what do you mean? Because maybe I'm getting it wrong. She said, you look like a dad I'd like to fuck. I was like, do I look like a dad? She was like, yeah.
know what?
I was the what?
SK has got the vibe. He's got a baby mama.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
couple.
Guys, I have
got
no
a couple.
kids. I don't even have a girlfriend. All right, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have no kids.
When you
I
first
don't look
heard
like
it,
a dil-
though,
Do I
did
look that old?
No,
Yes.
no, you don't.
No,
baby
you don't.
mama could be. You do look baby mama.
You got like a couple.
You,
there, like.
you got the eyebrow slits is each child.
Guys.
That's what that is. Each slit the eyebrows.
Came that eyebrow.
Hey, this Trey Bomb. This Jay. This Christy.
No, that's crazy.
Aye,
but
cause
when
you're
you-
supposed to be my man. Then you meant to tell everyone I do not have baby mums or
Yeah,
kids.
He doesn't have a baby
Thank
mom
you.
that we know about.
So how many you got?
But no, wait, hold on. When she said dilf, your initial reaction, because dilf is still saying I like to, so you know she's on it.
No,
Yeah, that's still kind of a compliment.
no.
It is still a
Firstly,
compliment.
if she's saying I'm a dilf, then how old is she? So that's why. Look. For me, yeah. She said you look like a dilf. Firstly, that's not a compliment. You're telling me, you could have just said I look nice. You could have said I just want to.
How did it make you feel though? At that
I was
time
like-
when you heard it.
Were
Huh?
you drunk at this point, or were you just
No, I don't
sober?
drink. Remember, I'm not really drinking recently, innit?
So you go to the club for what?
I've been at because it was my best friend's birthday and all that shit. Just went into
Alright,
to
cool.
chill with
So
him.
she said that. First of all, how old is she? That's true.
Yeah, so the first thing I was like, what do you mean? And second, after that, when she said you look like a dad, I was like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 22. I said, you're lying, man. I was about to walk away. She stopped me. She's like, no, all right, cool. I'm 19.
Hey, she lied.
Huh?
Oh, she lied.
She lied about the 22. Yeah, because she knew that I was older.
Bro, that's
She's obviously
happening to
trying
me.
to listen. I don't play them games. Plus, you can see when a 19, 18-year-old is 19, 18. You can see it in their face. I don't know. I can see that shit.
Little fast, bro. The funny part about this, with 25 being the new Unc Age now, is like you said, what is Unc? And then you did a great point there. When you tell someone else that's 80% your age and they go, damn. But us coming up, we know what the real Uncs are. And it's in my opinion, Unc Age is 35. 35, 34?
I think it's about the way you behave. Actually, I don't know if it's about age.
But then there's at some point, your behavior and your age, it doesn't matter.
So
anymore.
kind of
What's
Keenan
it-
is still kind of close to that age still.
He's
Can you
not.
go wait?
He's not. Because Unc, like, bro, Unc is like, how do you describe Unc, bro? Like, everyone knows what real Unc is, especially when we came up, bro. You know that man that just,
Weird.
it's not even weird. It's not about being weird. You can still be a cool uncle. I've had cool uncles. I'm going to be the lit uncle. But, bro, when you touch 34 or something, stop asking about where the girls are. I don't want to hear that. There's like a certain age where you hit.
Settle down,
You
goddamn.
need to start behaving yourself.
You need a family.
I saw
Right.
You need a job.
you
Right.
need a house.
You need to be outside
Right.
the club, not in the club.
You need to be security in the club or something. You need to be
Yeah,
picking up
yeah,
your daughter from the club.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine seeing your daughter in the same club that you're in?
Oh, stop it.
Bro, that's when you should stop going to the club. If your daughter's now the age to be in the club and you bump into her in the club, you know what's the worst thing? You see her from behind, you don't even know her. She's your daughter. She doesn't dress around.
Stop
like
it.
that.
No. Next
Oh,
conversation.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
disgraceful.
next.
Bro,
We're not gonna
they got
continue
the
with this
weed.
topic.
Bro,
this
imagine that.
conversation.
Imagine that. Like,
I don't
you're
want
old-
to imagine that.
No, but all right, cool. Not her. Let's say her friends.
Listen,
bro.
I don't have kids in
Let's
it,
say-
so I don't care.
let's say
I can
her
have this
friends.
conversation.
You see her friends from behind. You haven't seen them. Oh, you remember them, whatever. Now they've grown up. Your big ass is 40-something, still in the club. She's 23 now.
You
She's
see her from
in her prime
behind.
in the club. You
The
think someone's
bunda's
a prime.
big, and you're like,
then
whoa. And
she
then she turns around.
Uncle.
Ugh. Don't make me faint right now.
She turns around. You try to talk a little sweet game till you walk behind them. What do you want to drink? What? Uncle?
Sound like an Adam Sandler movie.
That is the day that you have to announce. I revoke.
It
my
shouldn't be
membership
that
of
day.
Unc.
It should
What?
be before
It
that
should've
day.
been way before that.
Long before that day. What your uncle, yeah, like, and of age, because I know that sometimes uncles can be younger than their nieces and.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we're not
So there's
talking
no,
about
but we're
this.
talking about if you're like 30s and you've got an 18-year-old niece, she's starting to go out now. You should have been not at the club. She shouldn't come across your path.
Yeah.
That shouldn't happen.
I think, first of all, in black culture, it's not Unc and uncle doesn't necessarily mean they have to be related to you. It's just anyone who's your older. Uncle and
that age.
auntie. Now, everyone wants to talk about the Unc age. What is the
Aunt's
auntie
age,
age?
exactly.
I feel like
And
Because they could go to the club at 38 and it's calm.
no,
Yes,
see,
they can.
well, I hear it. Yes, no, but anyone can go to the club and it's
Anyone
fine.
could go to the club.
But for me, it's like it shouldn't be one or two ways.
that's not life. Women will always get the better side of things.
Mm.
And there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm saying, if Unc age is 25, what's auntie?
Well, men peak later.
They do.
We peak
What do
later.
you mean mentally or?
Like, I think mentally, physically, depending on where you are in your life, if you really go for it when you're coming into your 30s, that's meant to be your peak age, innit? and women
Yeah.
peak earlier. And I think that's just science,
Even
innit? That's just the way.
biology as well.
Biology, exactly.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know
just
the word.
because
So I think that technically
What
it
age?
should be that women would be Aunt Age faster than men. But I think the society that we're in, it would be women are after us. So they would peak. They not peak, sorry. They still go to the club long after a guy should be chilled, maybe.
Tell me, I want to no more.
You want
I want to hear
actual
the age.
age.
What age is auntie?
For
age?
auntie, it's not age. It's when they start doing certain things.
That's what I
feel
said.
like-
It's behavior. I
Yeah,
said
it's
that
behavior. It's not.
You age, any age. What do you think would be auntie?
for a
age?
woman. It would have to be like I'd say it has to be before men. I can't lie, and that's not a sexist thing. I just think that women mature quicker.
What age?
He's trying to bait you
All right,
out.
give,
now.
no, all right. Give me a range then. Not an age, a range of age.
I can
Whatever
give you a
you
range.
say, it's not gonna look good on your
28
line,
to
so-
like 33.
Wow, that's young.
That's when you start. But again, I'm not in his belief. He's trying to get me to say an age.
No,
I
no,
believe
no,
it's
I get what
energy.
you're
I
saying.
believe it's what you do, and men as well. I think
I think the way I
the way you
is
behave.
difficult. You
What
can't
Keenan
really
is
say
saying
age.
is he hates women
no.
of all ages.
If
Yeah.
you're auntie, I hate you. If you're auntie, I hate you.
That's not what I said. But
All right, so we've
I
got,
didn't say
we've
that.
got a
No,
base
okay.
understanding.
We got a base
of auntie.
understanding.
Yo, men just get the end of the stick. I'm telling you. They'll tell you to your face. You be 25 is young, you know. And they'll tell you,
is.
but you old as hell. Why you in the club? Go start a family.
Mm.
And they'll sure he comes around. You
Go start
25.
investing.
Yo, why don't you have £1 billion by now?
Oh, don't even get me started on that
Oh,
topic.
yeah, Unc Age as well. Yeah, Unc Age. Don't be asking no money that's younger than you as well. I just want to say
Yeah,
that.
no,
But let's continue.
But I love women though. We all love women. That's not the case here.
Of course we love women. All right. When did you notice you're getting older? You don't notice in one go. What were the little signs that showed to you?
Firstly, it's the people keep saying, "God damn, you're
Yeah,
old."
It's like, okay, like chill. I was still in my 20s.
Right. Stop
Chill
telling
the
me
f- out.
old.
But like people start mentioning it a lot
Yes,
more. Like,
including
especially if
Jason
they're working
over
with
there.
younger people.
He
See
likes to
how I
say,
don't relate. I'm just looking at you.
yeah, isn't it? But for me, I don't know. It's just when I started to feel like we said, like, I need to make more money, bro.
That's a fact.
Like I need to make money to
That is
so
a
I can live
fact.
happier, so my family can live happier.
Yeah.
You get to an age where like what am I actually doing with my life?
You know it is because me personally, I've always been someone that's trying to get from the bread early, but I don't know what. Is it when I started paying proper bills? I don't know what happened.
Because when
There was like sorry to interrupt you, but there was like a light switch where it's
Yeah.
like, bro, I need to get my bread up. Like, I'm way too comfortable with this little bit. You start realizing things are way more expensive, and the amount of money that you thought was a lot is really nothing.
so maybe like, what moment did you realize you'd matured? Then maybe that's another question, rather than when you realized that you were getting old, because that's only recently when people were telling me. I don't feel old even now. I feel young, but at what point did you start feeling like, oh, I'm starting to mature?
I think it's when I had to start making big boy payments by myself. I think because I got into a little situation where we were drama school, in our drama school, and then it was way cheaper back then, like 2019 or something. So I was
what
getting
the drama school fees.
yeah. It was way cheaper back then. It was doable back then, and then I was getting half help with the family, half by myself. I got into a little situation where I wasn't doing something I shouldn't have been. Then they said, "All right, you're not appreciating it. We're not helping you with nothing." And then when you fall down, when you're on your last, bro, like I remember when I was literally thinking, "How the hell?" I know when it is, bro. I realized the age when I knew I was getting older, when I knew I just can't depend on anyone.
Nobody.
It has to be you.
It has to
Just
be.
yourself.
That was
No one's
the
gonna
age-
come and save you.
Bro, that's like 18, literally, bro, 18, 19, because there's some people you're thinking, there's no way you're going to do me like that. And then they do you like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not they
And you're-
do you. They
No,
expect
they
you
don't
to.
do you like that, but you're both forced in a position where they're not living up to the expectation where you thought. And that's when you realize it's literally me and only me, bro.
Facts,
I remember that whole week, I had no money. I had no idea I'm going to pay for these school fees. I remember I was bumping trains every day just to get to drama school. and there's bare police outside the Brixton station. What? It was a hot minute, and that's when I said,
That's just
bro,
Brixton, though. To be fair,
that's just Brixton. To be
That is
fair.
just Brixton.
But I remember that's when I said, nah, bro, man's gonna get my money up seriously. I'm not gonna ask for nothing.
Facts.
Because I can even tell you, because when you first started, you know, we all started working together. Like, bro, you would skip like work every week.
No, that's
like,
true.
you were not taking this shit serious
I wasn't
at
taking
all.
it serious.
You're still like that, but anyways, but this guy, he would skip every week. I'm like, bro, like, you're making me look bad, man. Can you just show up?
I was violent.
you
Bare
just show up
people
one
were
time,
complaining
bro?
about Jason.
Yo, I was
man.
violent still.
The thing is, you don't get the I get the blame.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I brought you to our workplace.
Yeah.
So every time you do something, it's like I did something. So it'd be like,
That's
where's
exactly
your friend?
Yep.
Jason, he's not here today again, huh? Your friend. Every time it's your friend. It's not just Jason. We're not.
I can hear the voice.
Am I not your friend?
You know what's,
Yeah, you're my friend.
Exactly.
you know what's funny? The voice he's doing right now, I know exactly who he's talking about. That's
You know
making that.
exactly. We're not gonna-
Your
friend.
friend. Your friend. Why is that black man even working? Why is he even working here? So you mean to tell me he has missed work again?
No, it's the this Jason, your friend.
You know the funny part. First of all, I've improved. That was like 3
He
years
has
ago.
improved a lot.
That
Yeah,
was- that-
he
but
has
then-
improved a lot.
First of all, there was 2 different factors that made me be late. One, I get lit. I don't feel like coming in the next day. I was out of school then, so I didn't have to pay big boy fees like that. So with what I was making already, first of all, we were making bread in that place. So I was like, I'm cool with this. But then I'll have like an audition or maybe like something or a recall. Or maybe I would get a job and I have to miss it. But every time I call them, I'm not going to tell them, I got an audition, I got this. I say, I'm sick. That's the problem. Every excuse was I was sick. I was sick about 60-something times, bro. then I said, how are you alive?
Bro. You had to go
Literally.
to the doctors.
No, that's exactly why when I first got the job, obviously Bailey, my friend, he got me the job. I was patterned for the first when I first come in, I wasn't late. I wasn't.
Yeah, he was
I
cool.
was
at the start. I
patterned.
don't know what happened after that.
After
don't know
that,
what
bro, that place doesn't deserve
This
us.
guy
That's what
started
happened.
Not giving a
Yeah, cool. Well, if everyone just threw me under the bus like that,
let's
this
get to
here,
you,
bro.
Keenan.
The pillow. What the hell?
You could be. You know, I improved. Obviously, they wouldn't tell me.
He
they
fully
did,
improved.
You got
'cause
worse.
I know. I got better, but him.
You
There'll
got
be
worse.
times you're at work. Oh, yo. Where's this guy? You're supposed to start at 3. Oh, it's 5:30. Where's he at? Yo, I'm on the way, man.
Bro,
There's
this
a
guy,
train.
this guy would piss me off because he would always take me over. So I'm always waiting for. Yeah, sip your fucking water. Is that water?
Sip your water.
And your water.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. 'Cause you don't
We
need
should
it.
make a water brand.
Literally, I'm waiting. I'm tired. I've been there since 11 a.m. I want to eat. I'm hungry. I tell Emilliyan, I'm like, Emilliyan, where's Keenan, bro? I want to go on my break. He's like, I don't know. What time is he meant to start? Like 30 minutes ago.
But that place also let you get away with a lot.
They
That's
did,
why- that's
they
what- That's why everyone did it.
So then, like,
At the end of the day,
Emilliyan
yeah,
would call you.
Yeah.
I would call you. I would text you like, bro, please tell me on the
do
way.
you know
He's
what? Like, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not.
You're not sorry.
No, you're
'cause
not sorry. You can't be sorry 60 times, bro.
Exactly, bro. At some point, you're gonna improve.
Nah,
right?
do you know what it is? Like, I don't know if you understand this, yeah. But when I first come into that place, as you know, I really put my all in. I did everything,
week,
bro.
you know, but you
no,
know-
no, it wasn't for a week.
You know why though?
It was for time.
It's because he was by himself in his own you had your own place, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Wait.
You were living by yourself, innit?
Yes. So when I first, so that goes back to the question of like when I matured. Yeah, I was kicked out. I had to, otherwise I was on the street. I was on the street for a little bit, but I had nothing in it. I had genuinely nothing. I had the things that I had when I took the stuff out of my mum's house, and that's it. I had no money, no. So when I first come into the job, I had the mindset of, and I'd obviously come back.
The wall.
Yeah, and I obviously I wasn't still on the street at that point. I had my own place by that point and all that stuff. When I'd come into the job, it was like mindset is I'm working. I'm working. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah,
and I was really putting my all in to the point where obviously, helped me become management and just below management. And it's because I was really putting my all in. I felt like I was alone. So when it got to a point now where that happened, and then I was late twice because of something. Yeah, but this is the time when I wasn't being late. I was actually patterned. And then I'm not gonna say his name. The top guy, the one that was always in the building, come over to me and was like about my lateness. But what about this you was meant to sort out? What about that you was meant to sort out? I understand that I was late, but what about when I stayed until 3, 4 a.m. on New Year's by myself.
That's a fact, though.
Do you know
That's
what I'm
a
saying?
fact.
So no appreciation. No, remember we had no staff parties. No nothing. There was nothing.
Lots of lies.
You know what it is, yeah.
So I started slowing down.
One thing when it comes to working for these different places, this is another thing to what we're gonna have to wrap up this episode soon. Get ready for the next one. But if we were to do a basis, once you realize when you're getting older, it feels like everyone is saying is those instances like that. Those instances like mine. Your instances is when your back is against the wall, and you need to provide.
It's time to lock in.
You actually have to lock in because when you're younger, you don't care. You just want to go outside, kick ball, play basketball, whatever you want to do.
Make a little bit of money here and there,
once you can make a little bit of money, but you don't need a lot. But once you realize, like, in this life, I know there are people going to be there for me or whatnot, but the one person who I know for a fact that can't let me down
is me. Facts.
That's when you realize
you got your own
older.
back out here.
And
Facts.
then it's exactly to what you said as well. Some of these places where, cool, me and him have been late before, but there's also been many times we have stayed.
Bro,
Yeah,
we've done just me and you.
Bro, New Year's, oh my God, bro, New Year's, fam.
To be fair though, I did my time.
You did your
So
time.
you lot were like the new people that came in. So you had to do your time.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, bro, I was like you said, New Year's, especially New Year's, bro. I would stay there till 2, 3 a.m. working. Next day I have to come in at 11 a.m. as well.
Yeah.
Like, so at that point, I did my time. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm gonna leave early.
Yeah.
And then you lot had to step in for that.
Because
Sorry,
they'll always show what you do wrong. They'll never admit to what they do wrong.
Yeah.
Yes, another thing, exactly.
But
Exactly. They get away with everything. Everything. And there's stories we could tell, but we close our mouth. They lucky.
they close our mouths, and then plus they're broke anyway. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
They did not deserve us, but yeah. Go ahead, bro.
We done talked about the Unc Age. We done talked about aunty age. We talked about how he used to get older. This is a good ep. We've got to wrap up for this first part. Get ready for the second part. So we do the outro as it is. It's the Jokemen Show.
And then the Jokemen Show.
Actually, kind of like you.
We got Jacqe to the left of me. We got SK to the front of us. We got Emilliyan here in spirit, and you got yourself here. Yours truly. Thank you for watching this episode.
See you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, leave any things.
Sir.